The Royal Hunting Grounds. An ominous name. Let us take care to be the hunters and not the prey.
Sounds good to me.
Not yet! Onward!
Right on point!
Sunforce! Please provide support. All right! Hold tight!
Was this really the only way?
Ow!
If we must. All right! Please provide support.
Quick and easy!
I dare say that was quite efficient.
Let's work to repeat this success.
Over already?
Right on point! Get him!
Kick!
Right on point!
All right!
I'll help too!
All right!
All right!
I'll help too!
All right!
Don't mess with me!
All right!
I'll help too!
It's not working?
Energize!
Feel the beat
And ride the rhythm.
all the way to victory.
Right
Out
on
of our
point!
way.
All right!
I'll help too!
I'll cover you.
I can still do better.
I'm on fire!
Please provide support.
Rally the souls and grant us life.
I'll cover you. I'll cover you.
Energize!
Was this really the only way? Here we go! It's over.
I'm on fire! Rally the
I'll cover
souls and
you.
rally the souls and grant us life. Resurrection!
March one. How about an encore?
Impressive.
It's over.
I'm on fire!
Wow! It's over. It's over.
That got me pumped!
Not over yet.
Please provide support.
Okay.
I'm on fire!
Wow!
Who's next? Let us move onward.
Ready, dude?
Okay.
Let's weak against Earth! Fire! Energize!
Please provide support.
All that training's paying off.
Maybe it's time for a black belt.
Okay, it's over. It's over.
Please provide support.
Over.
Energize! First aid! Energize!
Leia! It's not over yet.
Energize!
I'll cover you.
Try stopping this! Looks weak against Earth!
Age breeds greater experience.
Watch out! It's over.
Onward.
Energize! Energize! I'll help too! Looks weak against Earth!
All right.
provide support. Shall we cool down? It's over.
The likes of you will not stop me.
Okay, it's over. You did it.
Who's next? I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you. Okay,
Now, shall we begin? Please provide support.
it's over.
Okay?
Let us move onward.
It's over.
Let's keep this up.
Here we go.
How's that for an old man?
This place looks different from the rest of the hunting grounds.
Footprints, and still fresh by the look of them.
These small ones must be Elisa's.
Let's look around, but be careful.
There!
You are such fools.
Keep your guard up. I have your back. I have your back.
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Forward.
Farewell!
forward. My sword rings true.
There!
Time for a duet!
I can't sing!
Far too easy.
There!
Okay. Look out!
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
What? Huh?
Always one step ahead.
Mila!
Not yet.
Hang in there! An obvious outcome.
This is the power of Maxwell.
There! Okay! Aerial fire!
Let us move onward. I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you. There! It's over. You did it!
Let us move onward.
Forward.
It's over.
Great! Let's end it.
Okay. Igneous crush!
Always one step ahead. Forward.
Far too easy.
Hostels!
Let's end it.
Well done.
Over already?
Hostels!
Alvin! Pull yourself together, Alvin!
The gang's all here. I thought this was up to me.
I'll heal you right away.
Elise? What should I do?
What's wrong? You appear unhurt.
And look, T-Bow's here too. Glad you're okay.
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
Huh?
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
What's going on?
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
One of the Exodus agents ripped something out of Tipo, and that's all he's been saying since.
So, he really was just a machine all along. A toy.
A toy?
Yeah, a stuffed animal designed to move and talk by itself.
He wasn't a toy. He was my friend.
Alvin, what happened to the Exodus agents?
I killed one of them. The other gave me the slip.
Good work.
What about Tipo?
If we can get back whatever they pulled out of him, maybe he'll go back to normal.
When did the Exodus agent leave?
Ages ago.
Then the trail is cold. Trying to retrieve whatever they took will be a waste of time. We need to get moving.
But couldn't you do both? Can't you help?
If you wish to search for Exodus, I won't stop you. But that means we'll have to part ways.
Very well. Let's get back to the city.
That last battle was a little too close.
Agreed. If Jude hadn't been there to save us, it would not have ended well. You have my thanks.
Sure, don't worry about it.
Even in the midst of combat, you really do look out for others. But taking your focus off your opponents like that could land you in an early grave.
I guess it could.
Of course, I wouldn't want to fight with someone who didn't give a damn about me either. So keep up the good work, champ.
Will do.
So in other words, you only want to fight with people who are willing to die young.
No, you got it all wrong. I only want to fight with people who are willing to help me die old.
There!
There! What?
Elise, get back!
Heal, you dogs! Heal! My apologies if my pets frightened you. I had to sick them on some poachers.
Zhao?
What brings you lot here? I see you finally returned to this place, child. You remember it, do you?
What's he talking about?
This is the lab where the little lady was raised.
The laboratory has been abandoned for some time, ever since we had that intruder.
I take it that intruder was you, Alvin?
Women's intuition, huh? I was investigating the boosters they were making here.
What? So it was you.
What's a booster?
A gadget developed by Azul to ramp up the mana generated by the mana lobe. Elise is actually holding one right now. Tipo. The Spud's apparently a third-generation booster.
So, you're just a gadget, Tipo?
You have named me Tipo. Pleased to meet you.
A booster reads the mind of its owner and speaks aloud his or her thoughts.
So all this time, Tipo was just saying what's on Elise's mind?
That's not true. Tipo was talking on his own. Tipo, you might be a machine, but you're still my friend, right?
Nope. I'm just a machine, Elise.
No! You're my friend!
Nope. You are mistaken. I'm just a device that verbalizes your thoughts.
Elise, I'm sorry.
Tell us, big guy. Where are lonely little Elise's mommy and daddy?
They are no longer with us.
What?
When you were just 4 years old, your parents were attacked by a bandit and murdered.
I'll never see them again. Not Mother, not Father, not even Tipo.
Hey,
I know how bad this must. You still have your parents and friends.
As if these people could ever understand how you feel. Elise, wait!
Ugh, damn poachers again.
Hold on. Why was Elise at this laboratory?
Well, she was brought here. Sold, really. There was this woman who would gather up orphans and take them to the laboratory. What was her name?
I don't suppose it was Isla.
Yes, that's it. Isla.
A poacher of children, you might say.
I have no right telling you this, but please, never let that child be alone again.
Be careful. This place is crumbling down all around us.
It's as if no human has set foot in here for years.
How bad is your wound?
Well, I failed at the job I was sent to do, and now you guys are here. The wound to my pride might be mortal.
And now you've betrayed Exodus too.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. For all you know, I might have even staged all that.
You're just the traitor type, aren't you?
Yep, that's just who I am.
Well, regardless, thanks for risking your life for us.
My. You really are the honor student type.
Yeah, that's just who I am. I don't understand. What did Exodus take from Tipo?
Alvin?
Answering that would violate the mercenary client privilege, but whatever. I imagine they swiped his data memory. Basically, boosters need a compatible partner, and they said they'd never seen a more compatible match than Elise and Tipo. So I bet the data Tipo recorded is going to be a big deal in the world of booster development.
But what does Exodus want with boosters when they already have Spyrix?
Sorry, I don't know the answer to that. But we do know one thing.
Indeed. It certainly can't be anything good.
How is she doing?
She's fine. Well, as fine as can be expected, given what she's learned. Anyway, this place is dangerous. Let's get back to the city. So what's the deal with that giant guy and Elise? Is that her stalker or something?
What's a stalker?
It's like when someone's super obsessed with everything you do and follows you around.
I see. So you would be Jude's stalker, for example.
What? Mila, how could you?
Doesn't it seem like that man knows the truth about Elise's past?
Zhao seemed very concerned about Elise's well-being, but I don't know why.
Zhao, you say? I've heard that name before.
He might be a warrior of some renown. He has a remarkable talent for controlling monsters.
Interesting.
Something on your mind?
Huh?
You haven't been yourself since we spoke to Zhao.
Yeah.
I heard you followed the bad guys into the hunting grounds. I was worried.
Well, it was an eventful manhunt, but we made it back in one piece.
I'm so sorry you all got dragged into this. What a horrible coincidence.
Isla, you can drop the act.
What do you mean? I really was worried about you. Why would I lie about that?
Jude, what are you saying?
I'm saying it was no coincidence we met Isla. Remember what those locals told us when the bell rang for the finals? At tournament time, any outsiders are either combatants or spectators.
Right. I recall what she said when she came to help us.
You folks don't look like you're from around here. What brings you to town?
No one here would need to ask that. Not at tournament time. You were ordered to make contact with us. By Exodus.
Isla, that's not true, is it?
They said you'd never find out. They promised. But I had no choice in the matter.
They blackmailed you, didn't they? They know your secret.
Your former occupation.
They asked, wouldn't it be a shame if Jurgen found out? What happened to the girl breaks my heart. But I had no choice back then either. Please don't tell Jurgen.
He doesn't know.
How could I tell him? He's a good man.
But it's all in the past, isn't it? Your fiancé should know these things.
You're a woman. How can you not understand this? I'm damaged goods. If he found out about my past, he'd leave me. I finally found happiness with Jurgen. For once in my life. Please. Don't tell him. Please.
I doubt I'll ever understand human love. It has so many rules and conditions. What should we do, Elise? You decide.
Me? Why do I have to?
This woman's actions affected you far more than us.
There's nothing I can do to make it up to you. But please, forgive me.
I just don't care anymore.
Elise is all alone now, no matter what you do.
We We better try to find Jurgen. We need to talk to him about the wyverns.
What's wrong, kid?
Isla said there was nothing she could do to make it up to Elise. But did she actually try? Is there really nothing she can do?
Isla is the only one who can answer that question.
Hey! Sounds like they allow wagering at the Shandu Coliseum. Want to give it a shot?
Leia really loves to gamble.
Count me out.
That's surprising. You seem like the type who would enjoy that sort of thing.
Gambling's a big thing in my hometown. I've seen it go wrong time and time again.
Oh, come on! We'd just be doing it for fun.
The folks who lose their shirts all start out saying that. It's the first rule of betting. If you're just goofing around, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, don't goof around.
So, in other words...
Only gamble when you're willing to stake everything.
Exactly.
Little dramatic, don't you think?
If you really want to play, I'm not going to stop you. Just some friendly advice.
Alvin sure got serious all of a sudden.
Maybe we should take his advice.
Yeah, let's skip the gambling.
Maybe I should pay a quick visit.
A visit to where?
Oh, did you overhear that? It's nothing. Just an acquaintance who lives here is all.
Who's this?
My mother. She's not doing too well. I don't have a father or any siblings, so I have Violet look after her when I'm not around.
Well, hello.
Hi.
It's nice to see you, Balin. Slipped out of your house to come play, did you? What a shame that Alfred isn't here to play with you now. Where did that boy go off to?
What is she talking about?
Leticia, Alfred's away at boarding school, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right. That poor boy must be crying his eyes out. He's so shy, and he always gets so lonely.
Don't worry. He sent a letter saying he's fine.
Oh, yes, and that he'll come home for his next break. I promised we'd take a trip on the big boat when he does.
I know. Alfred said he can't wait to go.
You know what he said in his letter? He said he hoped that I wasn't crying. Isn't that funny? He's such a kind, thoughtful boy.
Being away from our hometown has been tough on her. And my dad dying didn't help. All she talked about was how she wanted to go back home to the house we all lived in. Maybe she's happier now that she's forgotten all about that life.
Oh.
You've been doing all this for your mother?
Yep. All these dirty jobs, it was all for Mommy. Touching tale, isn't it?
Alvin, you don't have to be like this.
Spare me your sympathy. It's all rotten in the end. It's enough to drive me crazy myself.
Excuse me.
Got something to say?
Listen. You know that I was an orphan too, right? If I hadn't gotten involved in that line of work, I never would have survived my childhood.
In other words, don't say anything to Jurgen.
Also, I don't want to look after Leticia anymore. And I want you to tell Exodus to leave me alone.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Only Exodus can make the medicine my mother needs. And you're the only doctor shady enough to prescribe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go straight.
Sorry. But I think it's a fair price for keeping my mouth shut.
How could you? All I want is to live happily with Jurgen.
And you can. As long as he doesn't find out about your past. All done.
But she's crying.
Yeah, she's a big old crybaby.
We're just gonna leave her like that?
If you're so worried, go console her. Comfort the poor, tragic princess.
No sign of Jurgen.
I hope Elise is okay.
Something has been troubling me about these booster devices. Do you remember the experiment Noctigal was conducting at Fort Gondola? Might that have been a test of the booster's capabilities?
You're suggesting Rashagal already has booster technology as well.
That would be a logical conclusion.
That's not good. Even kids like Elise are strong if they have boosters.
If both countries were to wage war with booster-equipped soldiers, it would be a catastrophe unlike any the world has ever seen.
Would they really risk having such a destructive war?
Noctigal might. He seems convinced that he could actually win.
Especially since he has the Lance of Kresnik.
Oh, here you are. Isla told me you were back in town. I'm so relieved to find you safe.
Thanks.
Are the wyverns you promised us ready to ride yet?
Yes, but there's a hitch. Now that we're on the brink of war, we can't fly the wyverns without royal permission. For that, I'll need to head to the capital, Canbalar.
Hey, maybe we should warn the King of Azul how ugly things will get if war breaks out.
The king does seem pretty popular. Do you think maybe he'd fight alongside us?
Whoa, hold on. This is a war we're talking about here, not a tavern brawl.
I'd like a face-to-face chat with the king myself, but for a different reason. I want to ask him for the truth behind the laboratory. It's crucial that we meet the King of Azul. We'll head for Canbalar right away.
Okay. I'll get my things together.
What does Mila mean by the truth behind the laboratory?
Apparently, Elise wasn't the only kid they kept at that place. Lots of other children were brought there too.
Did Zhao tell you that?
If the king truly wishes to protect his people, he'll give me the answer I seek. If he gives me the wrong answer, I'll remind him of his duty. I'll make him swear to never resort to such methods again, by any means necessary.
Good idea. Let's go pick the King's brain. Oh, I just remembered. All our luggage is back at the inn.
Let us go fetch it.
I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Alvin. You did well back there. I knew I could trust you to protect Elise for us.
Well, I was prepared to honor my promise. Keep the faith, O hallowed spirit.
Never a dull moment with that guy.
Soon enough, I'll have to prepare myself too.
Huh?
I am strong enough to destroy the Lance of Kresnik as I am now, without the Force power.
Wait, you sure it's a good idea to destroy it with the 4 great spirits still trapped inside?
They would likely not survive. They would lose their forms and disintegrate.
But I thought the 4 great spirits couldn't die.
Eventually, new great spirits will appear to take their place. But they will be a different 4, with different wills.
So that means the 4 great spirits that you know, the ones that were always with you, they would just disappear?
A spirit's personality and memories are unimportant. What matters is a spirit's existence itself. Still, I doubt the 4 will forgive me for this.
You really care about all spirits, don't you? Not just the great 4, but the lesser spirits too.
Not just spirits, humans as well. To me, all lives, human and spirit, are equal and precious.
Let's head for Canbelar.
It seems that Exodus has slipped through our fingers.
There's nothing we can do about that now. They must be as desperate as we are, given their behavior.
And what do you intend to do about Alvin?
If we send him away, he'll only follow us, and we can't neutralize him by force without risking our own lives. Therefore, the safest solution is to keep him where we can see him. Besides, for good or for ill, that man has the power to change the circumstances of any situation. That is not a power to be dismissed lightly.
Nor is the wisdom of the Lord of Spirits.
Are you okay? We should stop and rest.
No, I'm fine.
You shouldn't push yourself.
You told me that normally the 4 great spirits follow you everywhere. Is that for real?
Yes, but...
No way! So how does it feel to command them?
I'm not sure how to answer that. They've always been with me, so it just feels normal.
They're always with you, huh? So I guess it's like Elise and Tipo.
Interesting. So Elise may feel the same way about Tipo as I feel about the Four. When you put it that way, the way I've treated her seems quite insensitive.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. I can't afford to get swept up in sentiment at a time like this.
Isn't it a bit, well, too short?
I know, isn't that great?
And unrestricted.
I guess so.
All right, not bad.
My sword rings true. If we must. It's over. Right by you. Take this.
It's over. A fantastic victory.
Stop!
Here we go again.
Look out! Look out!
And finished.
Oh, sure is cold. Oh, Elise, you never call me.
Whoa, come on, why so many?
Look out! Okay, please provide support. Not bad.
By fire. Who's next?
Oh,
Let's end this.
Who's
next?
Excellent work. Okay.
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you. That wasn't too bad.
I'm just getting started.
Look out!
Let's end this.
Okay.
Onward.
I can't stop. I want to get stronger. You can totally do it.
I'm impressed with your ability to handle a different weapon in each hand.
When I was a kid, I was left-handed, so I worked at strengthening my right arm instead.
That shows good combat sense. I imagine you needed special training to learn how to wield a sword with your offhand.
That must have been tough.
No, it had nothing to do with combat, just part of my daily life. You know me, always a girl on each arm. And it would be rude to handle each of them differently.
What? And here I was starting to respect you. I'm leaving.
Are 2 arms even enough for you?
With a woman of your stature, maybe not.
Good. I'd hate for you to think that you can handle me with just 1.
Attack!
Okay.
Who's next?
Always one. Always one.
The likes of you will not stop me. So this is experience.
Prepare yourself for Rowan
The name's Alvin. Don't you forget it.
Shouldn't you?
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Never stop improving.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Always one. My thanks to you.
Onward.
All right, not bad.
Okay.
Aerial fire! Who's next?
Please provide support. Okay. It's 7 feet.
My sword rings true.
That wasn't too bad.
It's so cold! I think I'm frozen solid!
No break? How about an encore?
Check you out.
Provide support.
We did it.
Far too easy.
All right!
My aching back.
Your back hurts? Want me to give you a little therapeutic massage?
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Don't coddle the elderly kid. It never ends well.
But he's in pain.
I am grateful for the sentiment, Jude, but I worry that your hands might not be strong enough. Perhaps a massage from a nubile young woman would be more effective.
You mean me? If I had the 4, I'd have Ifrit bathe your back in flame to increase blood flow. Then have Gnome send tremors up and down your spine. That would clear it right up. But I suppose I could still do most of that with my own arts. Go ahead. Show me where it hurts.
Oh, I'm fine, really. Aches and pains are old friends to a man my age. Let's be moving on then.
Huh? You don't want the massage?
See what I mean?
Yeah, no more coddling. Achoo! We're all gonna catch colds at this rate.
Oh, a chance to get sick.
Do you enjoy having colds?
This will be my first time. When I had the 4, they wouldn't even let the rain and snow get me wet.
But what if you get a fever?
Ah, I did experience that when I hurt my legs. I felt like my body was burning up.
See? That's why you should try to stay healthy.
But I want to experience the sensation of having continuous nasal discharge.
I doubt that anyone else wants to see that.
It would be funny to see, though.